welcome back to my channel. My name is Misty, and the channel's name, of course, is Speculative Magpie. And we're here to talk about some books, and I got a good one for you right now. This one is called Jedi Summer with the Magnetic Kid by John Boden. So let's read the synopsis, and then we'll come back and talk about it, okay? So 1983. A boy and his little brother wander through a loosely stitched summer, a summer full of sun and surrealism, of lessons of loss and love, of growing up and figuring it out. Nestled in the mountains of Pennsylvania is a small town unlike any other. Things are strange here. People die but hang around. Pets too. Everyone knows your name, and sometimes a thing as simple as a movie coming to the local theater is all it takes to keep going. Now, this is one of the books that I got from my Nightworm subscription. It's only about 167 pages, and this book reminds me a lot of those movies that used to be popular, coming-of-age movies, where, you know, you have the voiceover, the person's older now, and he's telling you about what happened at one summer. And this book reminds me a lot of those movies like The Sandlot and Stand By Me and Radio Flyer. And those movies are usually very fun, very nostalgic, but also very sad. And this book is very sad. This book is not a horror book. There are some parts in it that were rough, but it wasn't gory. It was more emotional, because what's happening is back in the 80s when I was young and when these, you know, characters were young, you were pretty much left to your own devices. So these two boys like grew up together. They're close, but they're brothers, so there was some conflict there, just natural conflict. And their mother worked 3 jobs. They were left home alone a lot. They would go between their house to their grandmother's house and everything else. And this is just basically scenes from that summer. There's no far-reaching plot. There's no monsters that are trying to take over the town. This is basically just their relationship, and some weird stuff happens. Like the younger brother, Roscoe, he attracts animals. That's why he's called the Magnetic Kid. And some of those animals are past animals that have passed away. So, and Roscoe talks to those animals. Johnny is the older brother, and he's just trying to navigate. He's going to be starting high school that next year. And they both are looking forward to seeing the Return of the Jedi. And because it's a small town, even though the movie comes out at the beginning of the summer, they probably won't get to see it until the end of the summer. And it's just basically their life, with a lot of weird coincidences going. It kind of has this speculative fiction, little bit of magical realism tossed in. I'm not going to lie, I cried a lot in this book. There were some scenes that were quite heartbreaking, and scenes between Johnny, the elder brother, and his grandfather. You know, when you're a teenager, you don't really appreciate what's in front of you, because that's not exactly how your mind works. And, you know, you might be a little meaner to your younger brother than you intended, and stuff like that. And there's like some scenes, it's not all from like back in 1980s. There's some references to their life now where they're kind of estranged. They still connect, but maybe not as much as either of them really want to. So this is basically like the summer before the elder brother hits high school. And, you know, high school changes things too. And so this is that last summer where they're both technically kids together. And it's really, really good. And if you can get it, I highly recommend that you read this book. It's not long. It's took me maybe about a day and a half at work. I started another book after I finished this one when I was done at work. So yeah, this one was definitely a 5 out of 5 star reads, especially if, I mean, I hate to say it, I mean, like, especially if you're, you know, have younger siblings, or if you are the younger sibling, things like that. This is definitely gonna pull out some memories, and it's easily able to relate to these characters. So this is a really, really good book. Highly recommend it. Not horror. There's just some rough scenes, but it's life scenes. It's not like gory death and blood. It's just stuff happens, and they deal with it as best they can as being two kids basically left to their own devices. So yeah, I would recommend this book, and I hope to see you soon where we come back and talk some more about some books and things. Okay? Bye.